this is Roz again. I'm making a video called Babysitting. When you're babysitting, make sure it's someone that you've met before, that you feel comfortable looking after your child. If it's someone that doesn't like children, they're not a good match for the child, and make sure it's someone that doesn't want to be on their phone 24/7. If it's someone that wants to be on their phone 24/7, then they're not going to pay attention to your children. And they could be getting into stuff like creams. They could be getting burnt. Like my nephew literally had the hot water on. Well, not the hot water, but he had the tub running. Like when they're young like this, they get into everything. So you need a babysitter that just doesn't want money. You need a babysitter that's going to get to know your children. Now, when you're babysitting, that doesn't mean you give a child something to do and never look back. You need to join in with your child that you're babysitting. And if they're young, they can't be left alone. If they're like 12 or whatever, yeah, they can be left alone in the house for a bit if you go outside, but that's not being responsible, really. When you're babysitting, you have to keep an eye on whoever has left you responsible. Well, I take that back. If they're 12 and they want to go outside in the yard and they're allowed to, that's fine. But when they're like 5 and 6 years old, there's nobody back there. You have to have your eyes directly on them. Make it fun. Do painting, arts and crafts, dress up, be a comedian, tell jokes, have fun with them. The more you have fun with them, the more likely they're going to want you to come back. And make sure you have a babysitter that when something goes wrong, they let the parents know. Don't have one that just goes, "Well, I'm out, you can look after yourself." Or, "I'm leaving, your mom can deal with it when she gets home." If they get cuts, if they get burns, if they fall and they cry and you don't know how to deal with their crying, then you shouldn't be babysitting, or you need to get some training before you babysit. You can get babysitting courses at 10 and 11. Some people babysit, and just like parenting, we shouldn't be babysitting. Babysitters need to remember that the children they're looking after, they're not going to be a little angel all the time. They're going to throw tantrums because maybe you've served them something that they don't want to eat, or maybe you're making them go to bed. And when it's their bedtime, make that even fun. Sing to them, read to them. Make sure their parents know how the night was. If they didn't sleep at the time you put them to bed, make sure you tell the parents that. If they didn't eat any dinner, make sure you tell the parents that. And if they need to come home, let them know that. Don't deal with situations and leave yourself all panicky. And if you have to call 911, make sure it's dire. Don't do it because, they're crying and you don't know what to do, or don't do it because they have a simple cut. 911 doesn't need to respond to stuff like that. Do it, if they've fallen and they're unresponsive. Because the more you call 911, you're just at risk for them, or you're tying up the lines for someone that might actually need it. And make sure the kids actually know the use of 911 too, And if you don't teach your kids that, maybe the babysitter and you can work something out. Because kids need to know the use of 911. If you haven't taught them that, teach them that. But maybe the babysitter should be told that they haven't been taught that. Babysitting is a fun experience. You can take them out on walks. Listen to, make it treasure hunt. Give them a list of things to find. Go for walks, listen to birds, go get ice cream. Go for a bike ride, take them swimming, take them to the park. Have fun, babysitters, and that's all for now.